Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to this week's reading with me. Dear Leos, if you are new to my channel, I suggest you please do subscribe so that you are notified every time I release a new video. So let's see what's in store for the general readings for the Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please stay until the end of the reading because there will be a guidance for this week's energy. Okay, my dear Leos? So let's get started. What is happening, my dear Leos? Leos are roaring. Leos are magnetic. Leos are charming this week. Leos are rather aggressive. Leos have waited for long to express what's inside of them, as if it's like a pressure cooker, something that has been held for very long inside, and then poof, you let off all the steam. This is what is the energy for your mind this week, my dear Leos. This is what I am seeing. But Leos are doing well. They are going to do well this week regarding their work. In the love life, they are going to be a bit aggressive, a bit possessive about their loved one. I see pangs of jealousy also for some of the Leos that can arise this week. So please take care of that, my dear Leos, okay? But the spotlight is upon you, all right? I am seeing that there is some news coming from offshores, and this is something regarding something creative. Most probably there are some kind of visitors also whom you have not seen since long. Somebody who is living a friend or a relative who is offshores is coming back home at this point of time. This is what I see. I also see surprise visitors also for Leos, or you are going to give a surprise visit to someone. All in all, I'm seeing some kind of information coming. I see it more on the creative side, okay? There's some kind of information that you were looking for, maybe for a creative project or what you are doing work-wise, something is happening at that time. And I also see sudden surprise meetings for you this week, my dear Leos. Also, I see some kind of news coming in. Leos are texting, messaging, writing a lot of things. Some kind of news is coming to you also. A lot of communication energy is also seen, my dear Leos. But this news, however, I see can be a bit of a bothering energy, okay? Something that you're a bit, like, I didn't expect this, or a news that doesn't make you feel very, wow about things, okay? Some kind of letter you were expecting, or something that you were expecting is getting delayed also, all right? But I mean, you don't have to worry, my dear Leos. I was going to say my babies. Wow, Leos, my babies. Wow, because I keep on saying that in the house so many times, babies were. So yes, my dear Leos. Sorry, you are Leos, yeah. So so there can be a kind of a news that is a bit, uh, that doesn't lift your morale, okay? You're expecting most probably a news from offshores, or it can also be a news that is coming, that you have been waiting for long, but it's not arriving on time. So you are getting a bit impatient. For some of you, it can be that you're a bit under the weather. Yeah, and why not? Because it's stormy all over here also. It's so stormy. I also feel a little bit like that. And I'm not going to give in to those feelings. Yeah. So I see, my dear Leos, that some of you might feel a bit under the weather, or it can also be that, the seasonal changes, you can just catch some little bit of cold or things like that, so you need to take care of that, all right? Or it also can be a news regarding a particular relative or someone, and that is bothering you, that somebody does something and that bothers you, okay? So this kind of energy is there, some kind of a underlying worry energy, or underlying, like a bit not so feeling like on the top of the world, okay? This kind of energy is there. But then you are expected to be very wise, because you're protected, so you don't have to worry. No matter whatever is happening, whatever is not coming in, what is not aligned with what you want, my dear Leos, you need to know that something is protecting you. when you don't get something, my dear Leos, it is actually a big blessing. I would really say. I mean, in my life, whatever I didn't get, now that I look back and see, I said, wow, thank God I didn't get it. Otherwise, I would have been in a mess. Yeah. So this is what happens. Many a times, what happens is that we want something so much, so much, so much. Like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. But then what happens is that this wanting uh, might be a bit destructive. Wanting a particular person, wanting a particular job, or going to a particular place for a job and things like that, most probably there are some dangers ahead. So what happens is that there is the divine brick up there, will stop us and sometimes just change our direction, completely change our direction. I mean, I'm telling it out of my personal experience also, is that when I wanted something very much, and it's like I was like, I wish I had this or I have this. What happened is that I was really literally taken from, I felt like, you know, the, when you play the chess, you have the, one of those, what do you call them? The pound? How do you call it? I don't know. So you understood it, okay? So you let me know in the comments. You just take it and you just move it, yeah? So in life, I have been taken from a particular situation. Actually, I used to feel the hand of God taking me and putting me in a completely different situation, picking me from there. Like, it's like I have been like moved from, and I used to be like, what is happening, And sometimes I used to feel disheartened because I was wanting to go on a particular path or a particular direction, and suddenly I was just taken and just put into something else. And there it was that I had to do something there, and now I realize that why it all happened. And it's a real big maya, it's a real big illusion of the divine, because we are living in this world of the maya, so we feel everything is real, but actually nothing is real over here. We are just learning from our experiences. So whatever challenges that come, whatever the diversions on our path take place, sometimes the U-turns take place in our lives. Sometimes you have to just completely take a new path altogether, which has nothing to do with what you're doing right now. What happens is that we are being divinely guided. So you are being divinely guided, my dear Leos, and you are protected this week, and you are called upon to use your inner wisdom. What all have you learned in your lives has to be used now in a particular situation of your life, my dear Leos. This is what I am seeing over here. So nothing to worry about. Whatever you get is for your good, and whatever you don't get is also for your good. Every time there is an evolution that is taking place in whatever we get or whatever we don't get, my dear Leos. Okay, so don't lose heart. You can try for certain things, and then at one point of time when you see that absolutely with n number of tries nothing is working, you really have to say, I surrender it to the divine, and then you just get on with your life and start doing other things, and then you will see how the magic takes place. So when I'm looking at all these energies of this week, my dear Leos, all I can say is focus upon your strengths. This energy of this week calls on you to focus upon your strength. Are you focusing upon your strength? Or are you just looking upon what is not going right in your life? When you will see what is not going right in your life, you will become depressed. Rather, I would say, not depressed, it's a big word, but you will get sad. You will feel sad. You will feel down. Yeah, because you are just focusing upon what is not right in your life. But then I would say focus upon what's good in your life. Focus upon the strengths that you have, not the weaknesses. Oh, I don't have this, this is why I can't do this. But what do you have today? What do you have today? What is your strength, my dear Leo? You have lots of strength. Leos have lots of strength. This is why, it's like a cat has 9 lives, they say. It's like that with Leos. You keep on, rebouncing in situations. So what are your strengths? Focus upon that. Focus upon that to get through whatever you are going through. There is only one way out of things, is to go through it. There is no other way. You can't take shortcuts, you cannot jump. You have to go through it. So while you're going through something right now, my dear Leos, you need to focus upon your strengths. You will do it. Yes, my dear Leos, thank you for listening. I wish you a wonderful, happy week ahead with lots of positivity, lots of strength inside of you. Just look at the sun, because the sun is Leo, okay? It is your bright one standing right behind you. Yes, so that the sun is all about giving strength, because when there is no sun we feel strengthless. So that sun is inside of you. Now you need to call the sun inside of you. I would say pray to the sun god, offer water to the sun god every morning. Yeah, and this is what will enhance those qualities of the sun inside of you. So focus upon the strength that is inside of you, my dear Leo. So thank you for listening. Please do like, share and comment, and I shall see you next week. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye. God bless.